and I don't give a down. Hello guys, how are you today? Happy New Year. I hope you had a great holiday season, and now we are back. I'm thinking I don't give a damn, but I'm actually kind of maybe lying a little bit, because I've finally found something that I do really give a big damn about. I've already told you guys who are following me on social media that I have founded a new non-profit organization, and it is called the Falsely Accused. The Falsely Accused, as the name speaks, is about people who have been put in detention, jails, prisons for crimes they did not commit. And I repeat, for crimes that they did not commit. Or sometimes some people that are being wrongfully detained. And when I say wrongfully detained, what I mean is that somebody is being overpunished for something that is so small that doesn't need to be put in prison for. For example, somebody is hawking. They're just really looking for money to feed their kids. That person that should not be put in prison for a year or two, because they are hawking, they're just looking for money. So these are the people that I will be focusing on. I am not ignorant about crime in the world. I will not be fighting for criminals. I will be fighting for the falsely accused and the wrongfully detained. So what has inspired me to start this new NGO? You guys know, and from my story that has more than 2 million views on YouTube, that I personally have gone through the prison system many times. I have been detained 6 different times in my life. I'm not even 40 years yet. I'm going to say I've already hit 30 years, but I'm not 40 yet. And all these times I've been incarcerated once for 5 years, and yet I'm not even a criminal. The problem that we have in Kenya and in Africa is that there is so much stigmatization about an accused person. I'm just going to give you an example. Somebody is accused of doing something. The comment will see, let them rot in hell. May God punish you. May God this. May you never see daylight again. We are so quick to judge. We are so fast to make conclusions. But did you know that the way that everything is presented to you is not always 100% true? Have you ever wondered to hear about the other side of the story of an accused person? Let me tell you guys that the moment that somebody gets arrested, even if it was for a small mistake, the thing gets exaggerated and tripled. It becomes like 100 times bigger than it initially was. And most of the times, the person who is being accused of a crime falsely is actually the victim. You find that somebody has been provoked to do something that otherwise they would not do, and then because of their reaction, now they are the person who are being taken to jail, to prison, to court, simply because maybe they don't have as much wealth, as much resources, as much connections. Sorry guys, I'm a Luo, okay? They don't have as much wealth, resources, connections as the person who is called the complainant. And I will put complainant in quotes. Most of the time, the complainant is the one who is actually the perpetrator, who is now hiding behind the reaction of an accused person. And it is very sad because prisoners have been totally ignored in Kenya. There are very few organizations, according to my research, okay? Very, very few organizations that care about prisoners. Did you know that prisoners are just human beings like you? Today it's me, tomorrow it can be you. Most of the time when somebody is arrested, the family has to struggle so much, even to sell their land, which may be the only thing they own, to give their title deeds, just to be able to get an accused person a bail bond, a cash bail, or even a fine, so that they can get out to their freedom. And in other cases, you find that even the family, they end up neglecting or abandoning an accused person. The moment you call somebody, you tell them in jail, you are in jail, they don't want to talk to you. They assume you, they hang up your phone, and it makes you feel like you're not, like life is not worth living. When you are accused and you are arrested and you have not been proven guilty, but already the whole world, even sometimes family members, they abandon you and they don't want to talk to you, they just judge you. It becomes really hard for an accused person, so that if you are not strong enough, you could end up either committing suicide, running crazy, whatever, really depending on how big the crime is and how long you have to serve a prison sentence. The first time that I ever got arrested in my life, I was only 19 years old. I had gone to America with very big dreams, hoping that I'm going to get my education, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to change the status of my family. But if you guys have seen my story on YouTube, things did not go the way that I thought that they were going to go. My father passed away when I was in America. My father passed away in Kenya. Because of my student status, I was not able to travel home for his funeral. I asked my family to film a video of his funeral and send to me in the US. When the video was sent, the people who received it in the shelter opened the video of my dad's funeral. And when they saw me that I saw them watching my dad's funeral, they started laughing. This was just straight provocation. It led me to light a rag on fire. Initially, my crime was supposed to be unlawfully causing a fire, which is punishable by 6 months or less in jail. But what ended up happening is that when I started going to court, this small misdemeanor offense was blown up to be a big felony, where they added so many lies, and they were saying I said I was going to kill these people when I did not say, because the police report did not say I said I will kill them. The fire department report, all the investigators, these are just things that were added in court. I went through so much, and right now, as a woman, as a human being, I only have 2 choices in life. You see, there are some things that when you go through in life, you end up being traumatized and depressed for the rest of your life. My first choice is, do I want to stay bitter, angry, frustrated, depressed for the rest of my life? Or do I want to use my pain to change the world? I read somewhere recently that an emotionally intelligent person uses their pain to change the world. And I've chosen this path. I've chosen to use my own experience to help people who are right now going through the same issue that I have gone through before. I have only 4 agendas with the falsely accused. Number 1, the right to freedom. Under the right to freedom, what I'm going to do is identify those prisoners who have been falsely accused, and then I'm going to try to see if I can pay for their fines through the well-wishers donations. As I pay for your fine or bail bond, I'm going to give you that first ride from prison, from court, from detention, from jail, back to reunite with your family. But without, it cannot happen before we pass to motherland. You order your favorite food, you eat it. So these are the things you can expect from me this year. The right to freedom is going to be an interview about those that I have paid for their fines and bonds. Okay? Let me drink my wine and cheers as I tell you the second point. So, the second mission that I have under the falsely accused is to bring you the other side of the story. The other side of the story I'm going to bring to you, especially for those who are not in custody, those who have been accused of crimes they have not done, and maybe they are out on bail or on cash bail, or maybe they have already paid a lot of money and gotten out. Okay, so I will give you just a good example. The first person I want to interview is the owner of Rixos. You guys saw how the story trended and how people cast him out and judge him, but nobody has taken their time to go and ask his side of the story. So you can expect from me to tell you the other side of the story of an accused person. Because everybody is already judging you, I'm gonna be defending you if you have been falsely accused, or if you have been wrongly detained. If you're a criminal who has really just committed a crime I'm sorry, but I will not be bothering. I will be working with a team of lawyers who will be working as pro bono lawyers. They are going to be volunteers, and they will help us to look at those cases for people who have been in prison for so long. Even some people have been in prison for many years for a murder that they did not commit. We're going to start to order like DNAs. This is something like the Innocence Project in America, where they pick up an old case and they look at the file to see, is this person really guilty? If we find enough evidence that the person was wrongfully convicted and is being wrongfully detained, then we look into your case and we reopen it, we bring it back to court, and we try to get you to the right of freedom, which is the ultimate. What we are fighting for is freedom for the innocent people. So as time goes by, I want you guys to get used to it. This is my new mission on earth, thefalselyaccused.com. And right now, as I speak, I'm already looking for volunteers, okay? I need volunteers. The volunteers who will dedicate their time to visiting prisoners all over the world. We are going to be an international NGO, okay? International means worldwide. So if you want to visit a prisoner, post it online, tag me, tag Atis, tag the falsely accused, tag the right to freedom, tag the other side of the story. It's going to be really, really, really good for us. So I need volunteers for their time. We're going to need that right, baby. We're going to need a right to freedom, so that we can give you that wonderful ride from prison as we do your interview. You tell us what happened until we get you back to reunite to your family. So one thing that is going to be consistent with us this year, follow our page. You're going to expect to see us doing a lot of interviews with people who have been falsely accused. And tomorrow, Thursday, we have one person who is getting released from prison, and you can get to hear from him. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that is just a brief introduction. We cannot make the video to be too long. I'm introducing you to my new company, my new organization, where again I am the founder of the falsely accused.org. Okay, the website is gonna be ready very soon. But if you build a website and you wanna volunteer, you want to help us look at it also to confirm everything is fine, I welcome you to inbox me. I welcome you to call me. We are looking for an office. There are people who have offices they are not using, because this is an organization that is going to be helping the community. I'm looking for a good office for my NGO. Okay, so we need an office, we need volunteers, we need all the resources. Yeah, sometimes you're going to even need clothes, donation for clothes. There are even babies in prison. There are small children in prison, and their mothers have been accused of stuff, and they cannot go out and buy shopping for babies. So there are times when I go to prisons, you're gonna donate to me. I have some baby clothes, you have some baby clothes to give those babies who are really just in prison but they should not be. So anything that you can volunteer to help our NGO, anything that you can volunteer to help the falsely accused, we really appreciate it. We love you so much. Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss my dresses, and I don't give a damn, and my password and stuff like that, guys. I'm gonna miss those. When I'm presenting the NGO, I have to be decent all the time. But don't worry, we can come to Motherland and party together. Thank you so much for listening. Please, always when you post anything about prisoners, tag Atis, tag the falsely accused, the right to freedom, the other side of the story, and we're gonna go far. Okay, bye guys. I don't know, and this time I do give a damn.